Hey everybody, it's Tim here, and in today's video I'm going to be unpacking and playing through some of our latest Top Music Sheets collections. This is our collection for May 2024. It's by Jared Abel, and I'm really pumped to be bringing this one to you because the music is so good. And I know that I say that every time, but every time we seem to improve and outdo ourselves. Jared's done a great collection here, right from rote beginner pieces through to intermediate pieces across a whole genre. We've got some jazz, we've got some pop style and more romantic music. But let's start with this rote piece at the beginning, which is called 5 New Friends, and we're on the black keys. So the teacher is going to be playing this accompaniment. And for the student, it's about learning the groups of 2 and 3 black keys in both hands. So the student is going to be doing. And then in the second part, we move into this E flat minor, and the student's moving to their left hand for their rote part. And of course, rote is obviously taught very, very differently to reading. We're not going to be teaching our students to read this. We're actually going to be showing them, demonstrating, and getting immersed in the music. It's one of the best ways to have fun with students in those early lessons and give them a sense of playing beautiful sounding music without having to worry about the reading just yet. So that's the first one. The second piece is called Bicycles. It's another duet. I love doing duets. I have talked about duets. I've played duets, I've written articles about duets. I just think they are so fun. And this piece has a relatively simple accompaniment, which goes like this. We're in 3/4. And in fact, the great thing is that you could teach another student to play this. So if you wanted a concert duet at a very sort of early intermediate level, a student could play that, or even a parent perhaps. It's not too difficult. We've just got these 2 different positions here with the hands. Let me turn on my overhead shot so you can see. So we've got this C, it's a C major chord and a B flat chord just broken up. And in the right hand, the primo part, so moving between the 2 hands, and there's some lyrics there. I'm riding bicycles with my best friend. So you could do some singing work with a student if you would like to. I do like that Jared in this collection has oftentimes tried to balance the work between the 2 hands. I think it's often in modern collections that you do get a lot of really simple left hand, and the right hand's doing some fun melody and the left hand's doing fifths or octaves or something. So it's great to have a composer writing pedagogical music that incorporates balance between, not just balance between the hands, but equal melodic information between the 2 hands as well. Now the next one's, there's 2 blues pieces, and Jared even includes the blues, 12-bar blues chord progression on the score here. You can see it. So the first one, left hand is an octave lower, and the right hand is playing a very straightforward pentatonic melody. So this is, again, elementaries. And of course, teachers, put on a drum backing track, play along with some simple chords or something along. You can have heaps of fun with this one. The next one is another variation in blues. This time we're going to a late elementary level, and this one is swung. Here's our melody. And you can picture in the background. I love using iReal Pro for just being able to find a simple drum beat like that. Swing beat, set the tempo, turn off the instruments apart from the drums, and you can have heaps of fun with this. And of course, it's a blues. So what can we do in the right hand? We can do some improvising. If you're not sure about how to do that, then go and check out my course. It's all about teaching the 12-bar blues. Video course taking you right from the beginnings of, okay, let's do some chord work, let's work out what we do with the left hand, to improvising in the right hand. Heaps of fun. Go and check it out on my website. All right, the next one is called Whirling Around. It's a chromatic etude, he's called this, from 3 etudes for piano. And the right hand, as you would imagine, is going to be doing lots of chromatic work. So again, you can see he's moving between the 2 hands, which I really like. So both hands get a bit of the fun of the melody, this one, and often dynamic changes in this too that students can work on. All right, the next one's called A Leap of Faith. This one uses a fairly standard kind of broken chord pattern in the left hand. And this one is beautiful. I love this because it's got this kind of pop sounding chord progression in the left hand to D minor, and then finishing on E, and then to E7. So students could learn the chord progression in the left hand, or they could learn it in the right hand, or the teacher could play along with the chord progression. This is why I love this piece, I think it's great. So here's how the melody goes. And that repeats, but going on. So it's almost like a passacaglia, isn't it? It's got this repeating bass line, like a Pachelbel's canon or something like that, but with this kind of modern twist. And then the second page I really love because we get this, which students really love playing, that kind of sound. And you've got these light little bits of syncopation just to keep things spicy, which I think are great. All right, the next one called Echoes. This one is in 3/4, and this is to go presto, so feeling 1 in a bar. Now, whether I can play it this fast, I'm not really sure, but we'll slow it down a little bit. And repeating that, going on. You get the idea. Lots of fun, lots of moving around the piano. Nicely pattern-based though, so not too hard to learn. The next one's called A Fond Farewell. This one really pop style. We've got the root 5 octave left hand, which is what I call it anyway. And a simple melody in the right hand. Now, tell me of any teenager student who wouldn't love to play that. Really lovely sounding, great balance of melody, pop sounds because of the chord progression. I think it's going to be an absolute winner in your studios. The second page does become a little bit harder because we've got a melody and accompaniment in the right hand. So we've got this. Now that is a real challenge for students, but it's a great skill to learn, to be able to bring out this melody while something else is happening in the right hand. So we've got this. Oh, I just want to keep playing it. Isn't it beautiful? I really think this is going to be an absolute winner for lots of students. And I think, the last two, we've got a blues piece, and this piece uses the boogie woogie bass line that I loved learning when I was a kid, this one. Who didn't like learning this, right? So this one swung actually. I could tell you that would have been a winning piece for a young Tim as a student. I would have loved to play that. How much fun is it? And I think this is the last piece. It's called Rondo Fantasy. Again, it's a little bit more poppy. So I really think it's going to appeal particularly to teens and adults. And here's again an example where the left hand has to put in a little bit of effort. And then later on, we've got some chords as well. How's this one goes? So great practice for learning your inversions. Anyway, that is a magnificent piece to finish on. This collection is an absolute winner. I really encourage you to go and check out Jared Abel's work. If you haven't already explored his music, it's phenomenal, great fun, and you get to sample all of that music in this month's Top Music Sheets collection. So if you're not already a member of Top Music Pro, you can join our Lite plan. That's just $10 a month, and you get one of these every month from different amazing composers around the world, beautifully engraved and typeset by our amazing typesetter and designer in-house, Albert. And you get to enjoy this music with your students, fully studio licensed, for as long as you would like to enjoy it. So come and join us, topmusicpro.com, if you'd like to grab it. And members, this is ready for you right now in our academy. See you later, everybody.